Stereotypes in filmmaking are often criticized for being harmful, but they can also serve as efficient tools for quickly establishing characters. By using stereotypes, filmmakers create opportunities to either reinforce or subvert these tropes, adding depth and complexity to their stories. In films like Goodfellas and The Godfather, stereotypes about Italian Americans are used not only to create memorable characters but also to explore themes central to Italian culture, such as family and respect. In Goodfellas, Martin Scorsese opens with Henry Hill declaring, "As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster." This iconic line immediately situates Henry with the well-known trope of the Italian-American gangster, a figure often associated with power, loyalty, and violence. Throughout the film, Henry embodies many of these characteristics, but this story also reveals the darker consequences of living within this stereotype. For example, Tony DeVito, played by Joe Pesci, fully embraces the violent, hot-tempered image of a mobster. However, Tommy's eventual demise, killed because he is not a pure-blooded Italian, subverts the stereotype by showing how he could never truly belong to the world he idealized. Similarly, Henry's decision to choose his family over the mob challenges the expectation that loyalty to the gang always comes first. Scorsese uses these characters to explore how stereotypes can both define and destroy. Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather also plays with stereotypes to craft its narrative. The opening scene introduces Don Vito Corleone, a powerful mafia boss, as a figure of respect and authority. When a man asks for vengeance in exchange for money, the Don refuses the offer, insisting instead on a deal rooted in respect and loyalty. This moment subverts the violent mafia stereotype, suggesting a more nuanced portrayal of power. However, the stereotype reasserts itself when Michael, the Don's son, resorts to violence and ruthlessness as he takes over the family business. By juxtaposing Vito's measured approach with Michael's descent into brutality, Coppola underscores the tension between stereotype and individuality. Tony Vitale, director of Kiss Me Guido, once noted that Italian Americans are often portrayed in 5 stereotypical ways in cinema, ranging from oversexed lovers to mafia members. Yet, Vitale argues these portrayals often stem from affection for the culture. In Kiss Me Guido, Vitale challenges the stereotype that Italian Americans lack emotional depth. The protagonist, Frankie, teaches his friend Warren the importance of finding humor in heartbreak, showing emotional maturity that defies the trope. By subverting expectations, Vitale presents a more multifaceted view of Italian-American identity. The film Tarantella offers another example of how stereotypes can be used to highlight themes of identity and family. Diana, the protagonist, initially rejects her Italian heritage and her family's traditions. However, after her mother's death, Diana returns home and rediscovers the value of her culture. Rather than becoming a replica of her mother, Diana integrates her heritage into her own identity, keeping only a few meaningful items to preserve her connection to the past. This resolution changes the notion that Italian Americans are destined to mirror their parents, offering a more personalized take on cultural assimilation. While stereotypes can be harmful, they serve as a distinct purpose in filmmaking by establishing recognizable characters and themes. In Goodfellas, The Godfather, Kiss Me Guido, and Tarantella, these tropes provide a foundation for exploring Italian-American culture, allowing filmmakers to craft narratives about family, identity, and respect. By using stereotypes thoughtfully, filmmakers can transform them into tools for storytelling, ultimately revealing the complexity and richness of the cultures they portray.